I'd like to call the Lake Forest City Council meeting of November the 6th, 2012. I have to slide this in. It's my happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you. Roll call. All are present. Madam Clerk, could you mark us all present, please? And City Attorney, do you have anything to report from closed session?
There was no reportable action taken, Mayor.
Thank you so much. And I'm going to ask Councilmember Herzog to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Would you please stand?
And it's a pleasure to see you all here. I hope if any of you who are over 18, I hope you voted. If not, you're certainly allowed to leave because that's more important than this. As obviously voting is probably the most important right we have in this country, and hopefully all of us will work very diligently to preserve the sanctity of that right as we move forward. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Madam Clerk, agenda item 4.
Agenda item 4, report by Investment Oversight Reviewer, quarter ending September 30, 2012, submitted by the Director of Finance, City Treasurer.
Good evening. My name is Kathy Lai, and I'm a partner with Macias, Genie, and O'Connell. And management of the city has engaged us to assist them in determining whether the city's investment activities are in compliance with their Statement of Investment Policy for the city, as well as the California Government Code. And so I'm pleased to go over the results of the agreed-upon procedures for the quarter ended September 30th, 2012. So we had found that the city's policy, as well as its investments as of September 30th, 2012, comply with both the California Government Code as well as the city's investment policy. Just a few highlights of some of the results from a portion of those procedures. We verified independently that those investments are in fact held by the city's custodian, which is the Union Bank of California, without exception. We did note that for this quarter that there were 2 investment purchases, and as the procedures request, we needed to determine whether or not those were competitively bid, and they in fact were, so there were no exceptions noted there. There were no rating actions taken on any of the investments within the city's investment portfolio noted by Moody's Corporation current ratings. And then last but not least, we had to determine if the city's return on investment exceeded that of the U.S. Treasury's percentage return for securities maturing at approximately the same time it had in fact did. And that concludes my report, and I'd be happy to address any questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is my student liaison here? Did you hear?
I did not receive any correspondence from today.
Is he 18? He may be voting. Well, if he comes in, we'll fit him in. Okay, so I'm going to leave that open. I'm not going to close it out. Okay. Public comments? Do you have any slips? This is a time that the public get a chance to... Is there somebody? Are you here for him? Oh, okay. Hold on. Public, wait. No. Are you going to speak for the student liaison? Okay.
Not for the student liaison. He's public.
Oh, he has to wait till he's called. Okay. Have to wait till he's called. That's okay. You're going to get a chance. This is a time that the public gets a chance to address the council. Because of the state law, we cannot respond more than 30 seconds we have in our rules. And when you come up to the mic, state your name and the city that you live in, not your address. When you begin to speak, the light will come on. It will be green. When the yellow light come on, you have 1 minute to wrap up. The red light come on, please cease. Thank you. Madam Clerk?
Our first speaker is David Rosales, followed by Marilyn McDougall.
Good evening. My name is David Rosales. I live in Lake Forest. I am a student at El Toro High School, and I started a project called Operation Warmth. The purpose of this project is to help the homeless people with warm clothing like sweaters, warm jackets, beanies, scarves, and mittens. And the reason I'm here tonight is, first of all, to let you know that I started this project, and secondly, to ask for some advice. Can you recommend any groups in Lake Forest and any special needs of these items, or any group experienced in disseminating these items to the needy of Orange County? Thank you. And,
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to have a staff, city manager, could you assign a staff to get back to him on there?
If you give us your contact information, we'll have someone get a hold of you. That's fine. Yeah. Thank you.
We'll refer you out to the groups that you can connect with. In fact, Point in Time is getting ready we're getting ready to do Point in Time that's done countywide of how many homelessness there is in all the different cities and countywide. So we'll connect you with that also.
Okay.
You may want to participate in that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next.
Our next speaker is Marilyn McDougall, followed by Herb Chattertorn.
Good evening, Council. Thank you for your time. I'm here tonight as the Executive Director of the Orange County Sheriff's Advisory Council, asking for your support to help fund the cost of the new Peace Officers Memorial, which will be located at the Orange County Sheriff's Regional Training Center in Tustin on the old Air Force Base, or Leitern Air Base. We're currently striving to raise $1.4 million. We are under construction and expect to be completed in late December or January. We're asking for your support for $7,500 to help match some of the cities that have already given. You, sadly, will have two names that will be on the wall. And we wish to honor all our fallen heroes countywide. It's one of the few, in fact, only one we know of in the state that honors every city in the County of Orange, not just the city where it's located or just the Sheriff's Department. I'd be glad to entertain any questions. I have forwarded to you a DVD which gives you a bird's eye view and walkthrough of the monument and what we expect it to look like. And I hope you will be able to support us. Thank you.
Any comments? Yes. I'm giving you a chance to make that motion.
Well, I guess it would be council consensus to agendize the matter. Next week. This is November 5th.
Do I have, no, we don't vote. You can't do that.
We have to put it on the agenda.
We have to put it on the agenda. We have to put it on the agenda. And I didn't see three nods. Give me some yeses.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Okay, unanimous. Thank you. Remember, the city attorney gets kind of upset if we don't solidify things. He's over there nodding his head and making gestures and stuff, so we're trying to keep everything tidy for him.
Our next speaker is Herb Chatterton.
Good evening. I'm Herb Chatterton. I am a resident of Lake Forest. About a month ago, I had a question regarding if council had taken any actions, and I talked to staff. They recommended that I forward the question via Ask Lake Forest, and I did that on October 9th. On the 10th, I got a reply back that had been forwarded to council. I haven't received any comments on that, no answers, and it could have been answered with a yes or no. So I'm wondering if you got that, if the system's broken.
What? Lesson, you can, could you state what you had asked, and then our city manager will know who it was referred to.
I was
or
inquiring
some
whether the council had considered any kind of a resolution regarding the problems at San Onofre.
City manager, was that referred to someone?
Madam members of the council, that was passed along to the council for your information. The staff has not taken any action relative to that. It'd be pleasure of the council.
Entertain, you wanted to comment? Pro Tem? Turn your mic on. Anyone? Councilmember Rudolph?
Could we have staff give us a little something in our council run so that we have some specifics to move on?
And Mayor Pro Tem Voights?
We as mayors and mayor pro tems were invited down to San Onofre Songs about a month and a half ago, and actually went through what the procedure was to reenact Transformer 2. The one is out right now, but I think that I haven't had any update on what was going on there, so I didn't really have anything to say on that matter. But I would like to, maybe if we could have staff look into what is the status of the reactors.
Madam Members of the Council, certainly the staff, we can inquire and send along the information again from the gentleman, as well as what this current status of the facility is for you and your weekly update memo.
And at that point, could we respond to his ask, like Forrest, back to him on that status too?
I believe the request was to pass it on to the council, which we've done. So I think that's known. At this juncture, we'll pass additional information on to the council.
Statements. I'm trying to watch our city attorney say he won't go off the hook. You can beat me if you need to. Number one, I have been involved with the nuclear plant. I took the problem of them shutting it on without going through regulations to Southern California Associated Government and to the League of California City, which got the federal government involved. Roscoe is the Edison person for the nuclear plant that has been assigned to our area. I have also met with Getty Vasquez, and they are keeping me updated. We were noted, all of us received a slip on the meetings that they had. Unfortunately, when you receive these notices at the last minute, we all have very busy schedules, and we can't always just throw a meeting in. So that's one of the reasons probably none of us was there. I know it bumped head with my meeting. But I do, every time there's something going on, I do have a contact with Roscoe of what's going on. The feds has already put a stop where they cannot do anything until they jump through all the hoops. So even though they have made a proposal to turn the number 2 back on, partial power, they had said 70%, 50 or 70%. It has not been cleared, and so until then, there is a website they're supposed to be putting up that you can access to get information. But for our staff, if we need information to put in that notice, you can contact Roscoe. Getty Vasquez is now one of the higher-up presidents, and he assigned him to us. And somebody else is assigned on the San Diego side, but we can get any information from that and find out where the website, so we can give it to the gentleman so he can have some information also.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
We've had no further requests.
is there anyone that that would like to comment on anything that is not on the agenda that didn't get a chance to put in a slip? You can do that at this time. Seeing none, bring it back to the council. Consent calendar, warrant register. I have. Yes.
Oh, thank you, Mayor. On the warrant register tonight is an item to Irvine Ranch Water District. I'd like to disclose that I'm an employee of Irvine Ranch Water District. I'm not affiliated with the rate-making or billing aspects of the agency and have no financial interest in that matter. And having made that disclosure, I will vote on the item. Thank you.
Okay. And Councilmember Rudolph, I have page 18 and page 19 and page 30? No, page 18 and 19.
That's it.
But you didn't put down what they were? Okay. We need to know which items we have on that.
Page 18 is Association of California Cities, Orange County, And page 19 is AT&T.
Okay. Can I get a motion to move the rest of the items, please?
So moved.
It's been first by Mayor Pro Tem, and it's been second by Councilmember Herzog. Is there any opposition? Motion carries. You have the floor.
Okay, the Association of California Cities, Orange County, there's something on here called the Golden Hub event, and the Mayor Pro Tem has it on here, and I've never heard of it. So, elucidate, please.
It was an award ceremony for innovation for cities, and so it was a dinner.
Never heard of it before. Move approval.
It's been moved and second. Any opposition? Motion carries.
Okay, and on the second one, which is AT&T, this is similar to what I did at the last time we had a warrant register. The cost of a fax machine is $14.81 from AT&T, and this covers the term when I was me as a candidate for City Council, and that is not a charge that should come to the city, but for whatever reason, I will reimburse the city for $14.81 because that covers the period when of me as a candidate, and so I just want to make that apparent.
Need a motion?
Move.
It's been moved. A second. Any opposition? Motion carries. Consent calendar miscellaneous. Items 6 through 15. Do you have any requests to speak?
We've had no requests.
Bring it back to council. Anyone?
13, please.
I'll entertain a motion. Oh, hold on. What did you say? 6 through 15.
Pardon me?
Agenda items 6 through 15, the miscellaneous, they're going to be approved. It's on the consent calendar. If there's
I
no one.
asked for 13, please.
You asked for 13? Okay, sorry, I didn't hear you.
Second.
It's been, hold on. Mark?
I didn't hear anybody pull item 12. I'd like to have my
Item 12?
I'd like to. No, I don't want to pull it. I just want to have my abstention noted. And should I disclose, City Attorney?
This is just if you permit, Mr. Tedemer, this is an agreement directly with IRWD for reimbursement of infrastructure that they're front loading, and I think our tradition there has been for Mr. Tedemer to abstain.
Which is, just for the public's benefit, is more than I need to do by law, I guess.
That's right.
But I've chosen to take an abundance of caution and stay out of it. So while there is an agreement between the city and IRWD, I'm going to abstain on that item. Thank you.
Okay, then if you're going to do that, I need to pull item 12 out because we're getting ready to approve all the others besides the two that you pulled. You don't need to-
If
you
it's
can
uncontested,
abstain.
then it's
I'm sorry.
okay. Yeah.
I thought you was making a regular statement. Okay. Okay.
move the balance.
It's move the balance. Any opposition? One abstention. She pulled item 13. Madam Clerk?
Agenda item 13, status of compliance with NPDES stormwater permits, first quarter fiscal year 2012-2013, submitted by the Director of Public Works, City Engineer, and removed from the consent calendar by Councilmember Rudolph.
Just a quick one. This is an excellent report. It's a little bit more thorough than we've had in the past, and I do appreciate it, and I just wanted to make note of it. Kind of a kudos to staff. With that, move approval.
Been moved. And second. Any opposition? Motion carries. There is no discussion items. But agenda item 16 only.
Agenda item 16, request for appointment, League of California Cities, Association of California Cities, Orange County, and/or the Orange County City Selection Committee, submitted by City Clerk.
Everyone's been noted on the City Selection Committee. Anybody running for anything this time?
Yeah, as I've noted before, I'll be running for the OCTA 5th District. As I know before, I'll be running for the 5th District seat on the OCTA Board of Directors.
Anyone else? Okay. We don't have to move that. Okay. You're not running tonight, huh? Okay. City Manager's report?
I have nothing further this evening, Madam Mayor.
Okay. Did I lose everybody? City Council Herzog?
No, I don't have anything to add. Glad it's election day and the polls close in half an hour.
Councilmember Rudolph?
Okay. I attended vector control, and we are now waiting for staff to come up with an RFP for us to approve on a subcommittee and then regular executive committee level to go out and see what we can find for some PR and what we need is, the grand jury said that the vector control is the, I guess it's the great question mark county agency, and so it has come to our attention, and we are trying now to move ahead and come up with some strategies so that everybody will know what vector control is and what the problems are and how to find us if you have an issue. So that's being done. Second, I went to the Autumn Harvest event at Heritage Hill. Awesome as usual. I also attended the Trauma Intervention Program annual award recognition, and Trauma Intervention Program is an incredibly effective program, and it's one of those, you know, you don't know it unless you need it or unless somebody you know and love needs it. These are people that come out in the dead of night when there's been a tragedy, and they are volunteers, and they go to wherever the need is there, and they work with the people who are involved and help them with whatever they need, whether it's a babysitter, whether it's to get their family to come from back east, if there's a death or there's been a tragedy of some sort. TIP is the one that comes, and this is the annual program where the what they call heroes with heart are recognized for their heroic efforts. And these are not heroic efforts like run in front of a train kind of a thing to grab a child, though I think they would do it anyway. But these are people who are very quietly show up in the middle of the night to help somebody whose relative has died or who has had a problem or has had a tragedy in their life, and are there to help them until they can get back some semblance of their life. So it's an amazing, and if anybody has the feeling that they want to get involved, it's Trauma Intervention Program, and the mayor has been on the board of directors for many years. Also went the LPC, which is the guiding organization for the Child Care and Development Planning Council, annually recognizes quality at a quality breakfast those child care organizations and businesses that have gotten recognition from the state. And the breakfast was last week, and it was excellent, and we have some really outstanding people involved in child care. And the kind of nice thing for me is I had a chance to meet the new county superintendent of schools, and he is a very strong advocate for early childhood education and its benefit to children. So that was interested. The El Toro Water District had its quarterly meeting. We got updated, and WACO, which is the water agencies in Orange County, had their monthly meeting. The good news is that we're in pretty good shape water-wise in water storage. And finally, the city had its business appreciation luncheon. The food was good. The people that came were good. And we got to hear from Neil James, who's the executive director of Panasonic Avionics. And, you know, when you got through, it was kind of like, whoa. You know, very impressive gentleman. And just a reminder, Veterans Day is coming up on Sunday. Don't forget, there's always a presentation at El Toro Memorial Park starting at 11 o'clock. You'll not be sorry if you go.
Councilmember Ted Ehrman.
Well, thank you very much, Mayor. As some of you may know, I did not choose to seek re-election to Lake Forest City Council, having served 2 terms, and I'm, I guess, 1.5 meetings away from finishing. I think I'm here for the next meeting, and then for a short bit of the next meeting after that. I just want to take the opportunity to thank the community for allowing me this great honor to serve, and to recognize my wife for allowing me to do this. It's been a lot of fun. And that's not the last time I'll say thanks, but it's an opportunity to say thanks.
Mayor Pro Tem Scott Voigt.
I too attended the TRIP, Trauma Intervention Awards and Recognition, Heroes with the Heart. This is my second year attending this dinner. It's amazing to see the commitment of people that will be called out at all nights, all hours of night, 24/7, that would come and spend not only an hour or 2 or 3, but 8, 12, 14 hours, and sometimes follow up with days on end, trying to comfort people that have gone through tragedy. We have a great fire department, we got a great sheriff department in the county of Orange here, and we're very fortunate to have them. But these volunteers that come forth that actually take this trauma person and actually calm them down and allow our first responders the opportunity to do their jobs is just it's so moving and touching that people are out there trying to make such a difference out there and actually helping these people in such a tragic time. So I was thoroughly moved, and it's just amazing their commitment to other people. So that was refreshing. And then I too attended Lake Forest Business Appreciation Luncheon, and was so amazed by the turnout we had this year and the speaker we had, which was from Panasonic. And we have a vibrant business community here, and I say that location, location, location. Everything's about location. Well, we here in Lake Forest are fortunate to be the gateway to South Orange County, where we're the 405 and 5 merge, and I think that we have nothing but an upside to come in the future because of our business atmosphere, our location, and the kind of people that we have to live here. So that was a great luncheon, and I got hats off to staff for doing that. So thank you so much, and I have nothing further.
Thank you. Somebody left me a birthday present. It's a surprise. Thank you, whomever it was. The first one for the day. I got a list. I'm busy, so I got 5 minutes. Well, don't turn it on until after 5 minutes, and then I'll have 5 minutes, okay? First of all, I went to Southern California Associate Government, and they're working with the state HCD in order to try to reform RHNA, the Regional Housing Needs Assessment, on how we do it and balance out that. Also on the CHED, I was on the CHED meeting, as you know, for housing, and there's some new things coming down from HUD. I'll be reporting those later. I attended the South Orange County Watershed, and I had to leave from there, but fortunately staff took over, and they hadn't did anything new when I left. And From there, I went to the Orange County Library Committee, and there is some private libraries. As you know, all the libraries in our county do not belong to Orange County. Some cities has put in their own libraries. Some have volunteer system, and all, but some of them are failing, and they want the Orange County Library to take them on. But they'll have to pay their just to get in there, and some of them don't want to do that. So you'll hear more on that also. I attended the Housing Community Development for Orange County, and this year I'm the chair on that, and we are working with some agencies to see about doing SROs. You can do SROs faster than any other affordable housing for homeless than anything else. And our county used to do quite a few SROs when I was over the redevelopment, but they kind of dropped the ball on it. So now we're trying to revitalize that, especially with the redevelopment money going away and that $700 million that the state has taken from our redevelopment for the county-wide. I also attended RAN, which is Remote Access Network. It's a network that's put together with the sheriff and our sheriff and the chief of police from all the cities that have their own police force, one supervisor, and one mayor. Can't discuss that portion of stuff, but then move right down to, let's get to some of the fun stuff. I hope that some of you got a chance to go to the Hunt at the Hill Autumn Festival and the Autumn Festival, whichever one I was able to attend both. They were wonderful. My favorite thing of everything was the children. I love the children. They were so cute with their little outfits on and stuff, and that was the highlight for me. You know, we'll have the candlelight walk coming up pretty soon, and the Christmas time. If you have never been to Heritage Hill at Christmas time, you have missed something. Going right down, we had what is that meeting called, Peter, that we went to for transportation for the mayors down in San Juan Capistrano? Yeah, I forgot the name of it. Fifth District. And 5th District LTCA mayors concerning transportation. We got some things. I already seen that in the Los Angeles area when I was going up to Skag, they've already put in the carpool lane, they've already blocked out some of the things where they're writing in some other things. So I guess they're going to try that three passengers in the car instead of the two. And they're turning that carpool lane into toll because they got the Amtrak signal up there, the little thing that looks like the fast track. So they're going to put that in a toll. Then, you know, they're just going to pull some money from us every way they can. Gas is already high enough. We had a new business open, Premier Business. We did the ribbon cutting on that. And just to report, as we were talking about the business leadership breakfast, the two before me has already mentioned a lot of things, but one thing that I'm very proud of, our little city, as of January 1st and as of tonight, unless some others and open since then, we have opened up new businesses, 120 businesses since January 1st. And on top of that, several home offices. And in fact, Neil James that did our speaking, this was the home office here that they opened, and we've had several other open home offices as open as we've cut ribbons. Also, mental health. Mental health, we still have money in the mental health funds, and so we will be weighing in. We did some voting yesterday on the mental health funds, and we will be voting to help partner with the county and any city. If you have a motel that is going under, we'll be looking to purchase or do a long-term lease on those hotels and turn them into to take the homeless off the street and turn them into SROs, either one. SROs are not, I'm sorry, single occupancy is not necessarily just for homeless, it's for a single person or two people only. And they take the two rooms and smash them together and make one, like a little mini apartment. I attended also the Heroes with a Heart and some others that I forgot. But I do wish to apologize to you tonight about the veterans, because normally before we celebrate the veterans, I bring in poppies, and I didn't bring them in tonight. I'm sorry, but I had other pressing things that made me forget to snatch them up when I was coming. Outside of that, did I make it within my 5 minutes? Close enough? Oh, good. I didn't get zapped. I want to thank you all for coming, and hopefully the Chargers got everything they need, and enjoy yourselves, and please remember our veterans throughout this time. If you're not able to attend some of the functions, would you please remember to salute a flag or say thank you to some veteran. Thank you. Good night.